workshops for the parents, so we can come and talk, and we can vent, and we can just express some of the things that we're dealing with at home. Because even though they come here and they'll be around their friends, but it's like when we go home, the triggers. Otis says she just goes there for the food, but they actually have a good time. They canoe, they could swim. They have a wonderful time there. You want to tell them about the camp?
Activities.
What's your favorite activities?
My favorite activity is rock climbing.
Like some kids don't even get to experience those types of things, like kayaking, archery,
ice skating.
Like every year,
ice skating, bowling, skating, all of them wonderful
But they only
things.
tell about that.
So when people think of losing a loved one, like a lot of people that are here, they lost either spouses. When you lose spouses, you don't think about the support loss that you know what I'm saying, like the financial aspect, because we are as mothers, you're not a woman, so you don't know, but as mothers, we're hot wired to go all day for these kids, and you forget about taking care of yourself. So I used to feel bad for dropping my child off for the clubhouse days, but ultimately I need time for myself. I cannot pour into someone if I'm depleted. So those like when they have the clubhouse days once a month, and it's from 10 to 4 o'clock. They also offer, like, they have different things for the parents to sit in for an hour, and then you're free until the rest of the day, whatever. I look forward to that.
Yes,
I do.
And so we came in, and you know, it made the difference for him. And I'm gonna have you share what the difference is. But this touched me because when I was 12, my brother died, and how we dealt with it was, you know, 1980s. How you dealt with it. You didn't talk about it. You didn't talk about it.
Kids are so sensitive and so loving, and so they really care about others. That's a wonderful attribute to have and to always keep. And you got it from your parents and your grandparents. So that's wonderful for you all. So this is the first I've ever heard of Kate's Club. So I'm glad to find out about this treasure that we have in the community. And in the future, I can refer people to Kate's.
It's a wonderful. It's a wonderful resource. Yeah.
It's a great place to go.
In total, we actually work with about 1,500 kids a year, half here at the clubhouse and half in schools. And a growing portion we actually are in the courts now, in juvenile courts, because we know, talking about getting in trouble and just kind of following a path that you don't want to see your child obviously follow, but about between 50 and 90%, the numbers are, but at least 50% of the kids in juvenile courts. We work with Chief Judge Fatima Albany. They're grieving. They've lost somebody, and so we do our grief groups there too.
Well, that's what makes you all so important, you young people, is that you are amidst other young people who are experiencing grief or some kind of trauma. And just to have one person to be sensitive to them. In other words, if they can feel your sensitivity and your compassion and your concern and your love, they can feel those things. And so even though you may not have had someone among your peer group at school to be sensitive, it's probably because we just lack sensitivity. So you all have that sensitivity, and you can export it